god, we're gonna hit my frisbee. Oh shit. Can they see us?
Okay.
We're filming.
We're filming over here! Don't kill us! Thanks!
Hello,
Welcome
back. Must be Tuesday.
Hopefully not Wednesday.
Hopefully not Wednesday.
Oh, so many computer problems.
That's okay. We're back.
We're back!
with you guys.
I'm so excited to be here. Hope you guys enjoyed our video. We've already started on our skincare challenge.
Yes.
And we're wearing a little less makeup.
Getting our vitamin D.
Yes, getting some water in us, you know, doing all those things. So I hope you guys have started too. So excited to see your results, which is super great. And today we're going to be talking about digestion. Yeah, why is that important, Tara? Why should we care?
Why should we care about digestion? As holistic nutritionists, we care about digestion because everything stems from our digestion. If we're not breaking down our foods properly, we're not getting the nutrients into our body that we need, we're not getting enough energy. A lot of nutritional deficiencies start from poor digestion. So as holistic nutritionists, that's where we begin. At the basis of everything, that's where we begin.
And whatever you guys come to see us for, whatever you are looking to restore in your body, whatever goals you have, making sure that you have optimal digestion is really important, and it will get you there.
Yes, that's true. So where do we, what is digestion? What is digestion?
What is it?
What's that? So our digestive system, or our GI tract, is a muscular tube that we use for the intake, digestion, and absorption of our nutrients. So we're going to break down just the different parts of the digestive system today and kind of their functions. But let's, so where do we begin with that? Where do we start with digestion?
So, trick question, guys. Where does digestion begin? I know a lot of you guys are going to say the mouth, and while you're not wrong, that's physically where it starts. But mentally it begins in your brain, right? When you guys have decided what you want to eat, and then your body gets super hungry, and you get hangry, and your stomach starts to churn and make noises. That is the beginning of digestion. That is when your body is ready to absorb. It's like, feed me, I'm looking for fuel, I need food. That is when digestion begins, right? So once you figured out what you want to eat,
Where you want
begin to put in your mouth, what happens there, Tara?
So we've taken our food, we are now eating our food, or we put our food into our mouth.
Yes, that's how we eat.
So hopefully we're chewing a lot. We're breaking down that food mechanically with our teeth. We're mixing that with saliva. And in our saliva we have enzymes that help to break down our food even more. So that's our enzyme amylase, which breaks down starches. We're going to cover enzymes more a little bit later though.
Yeah, but it's important to chew.
Important to chew.
Chew your food.
Chew your food. So after you've chewed your food, that turns into what we call a bolus.
Yes.
That bolus then goes down our esophagus.
And enters a sphincter. It's my favorite word. You're going to hear it a lot in this video.
I feel like we need a pointer.
Yeah. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Fancy. I drew this.
Esophagus. Yeah,
Esophagus. It passes. And then it enters your stomach. Right? I don't need to say that. Stomach. Food now becomes called chyme. It becomes called chyme. Food is now chyme. It's called chyme. Mixes with some of our stomach acid, our stomach gastric juices, known as hydrochloric acid, and enzymes. And this is where the digestion of protein begins. And then after it spends some time there, churning away, chyming, digestion happening, passes another sphincter, and enters a small intestine. Oh, right here. Tell me about that part, Tara.
In your small intestine, the chyme goes down into your duodenum, which is the first part of your small intestine. It mixes with bile, which is produced by your liver, and pancreatic juices, which are produced from your pancreas. The bile acts as a mixing agent on the chyme, and while your pancreatic juices, those also contain numerous digestive enzymes, which further break down your fats, carbs, and your proteins.
Oh my gosh, didn't know that.
So digestive enzymes, let's talk about that for a second, because those are really important.
I know, what does that mean? What they are? Who are they? Who's my enzymes that's digesting? So they're so fundamental to digestion. There's so many different enzymes that happen along our digestive tract. Basically, they help us to break down food into particles small enough to pass through the cell membranes and be used as energy, which is super important, right? That is where energy comes from. So sometimes you might experience some digestive disorders because you're maybe lacking in some of the digestive enzymes, right? And we're going to touch up on that later. So it's something that's really important to keep in mind. When you're like, hey, I'm a little gassy. It smells a little bit. Yeah, there are reasons, guys. Don't worry. We help you.
So what are our digestives? What are they called?
Okay, so there's protease, which helps break down protein.
Yeah.
There's amylase, which helps break down starches and carbs. And then there is, what was the last one?
Lipase.
Lipase, yeah, for the fats. Yeah. That's why I heard together.
Make a good team.
Yeah, but I can't remember lipase. And then, after the digestive enzymes start happening, small intestines. Tell me about that part.
Continuing on with that small intestine. So digestion occurs throughout our small intestine. There's molecules in our intestinal wall that absorb nutrients. And then once they're absorbed, the simple sugars from your carbs and amino acids from proteins, they make their way to the portal vein. Your absorbed fat then enters your lymphatic vessels. Right? Yeah.
And they're like, eventually you'll use us. Yeah.
And then eventually they get used, eventually they enter the bloodstream and they get absorbed for various functions of the body. I need you for inflammation. Ooh, energy.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And then after the small intestine, it goes to another sphincter. Love that word. I've been obsessed with the word sphincter since maybe like grade 10.
Really?
Or maybe younger.
Like saying it like that, or just
Yes,
the word
I
itself?
loved it. I remember one time they asked me like what my favorite word was, and I said sphincter. Everyone looked at me and I was like,
You say it in like a French accent.
sphincter.
It's pretty German still.
And then I also like the word spatula.
I love the word spatula.
I one time had to do a geography assignment, and I had to choose a shape to make like geographic, like little like showing like the indents of stuff, and I used a spatula. I did a spatula. Anyways, moving on
Oh
to
man.
my obsession with words.
Fork as well.
Fork is great. Some people don't like that word. I also don't understand the people that don't like the word moist.
I hate the word moist. It makes me feel
Why? When something is damp, it is moist.
it makes me queasy.
It's moist.
It just makes me think.
I know, but like, there's a lot of other things that are moist that aren't dirty. Moving on.
I know where Tara's brain goes.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So, sphincter. Goes through sphincter, and then large. Oh, here it is.
Oh, here, pointer. Where's our pointer?
I keep forgetting you. No trees were hurt in the making of this pointer.
Down on the ground.
Found it. So large intestine. This is where undigested food is absorbed of water and electrolytes. So anything that's not wanted, anything that can't be used, it's like anything else before it goes, and then it's made into poop, and it passes the final sphincter.
Which is called your
Anus. Your anus. And that is where digestion ends. So poop is really important. As nutritionists, we love talking about, because there's so much that you can tell about your body by your poop.
Yes.
We are definitely going to make another video talking about poop a little longer, because I think that deserves a little bit more attention.
We're gonna hit it.
So get ready, guys. But so how many poops should we be having a day, Tara?
We should be having at least 2 to 3 quality poops.
What's a quality poop?
So we don't want them to be runny or chunky or painful. We want them to kind of look and feel like a banana.
Like coming out of you and you feel like a banana.
Oh,
Not like
don't
don't
poke
touch
your-
it. That's weird. Don't tell people that we're telling you to touch your poop in the foot.
We know you look at your poo.
Yeah.
We know.
It's important that you do.
It's important that you do.
It's a reflection of what you ate. It's really important. It's an indication of your health, and it's an indication of like your past transit time.
Exactly.
Transit time
Yeah.
being like how long the food takes to go from your mouth and to pass you.
Exactly.
Right? So it's important to know, okay, from that last time, I didn't have enough water, or I ate something that didn't agree with me. That's that poop. That's reflection of what you just ate in like the last 24 to 40 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's just hit on one more point again, how important water is
Yeah.
for your poop quality.
That helps. So there's a trend going on here.
There's a trend going on here.
Being healthy means drinking water. Start there. That's where we started, right?
That's
So
true,
it's
yeah.
really important to set simple goals. Start with water, work your way up.
Yeah.
Water tangent again.
Yeah.
It's so important.
You're gonna hear it all the time.
I know. Ready, guys? Okay.
Okay, and water.
Water. Water. Okay, so we touched on the lovely digestive system. And there's a lot of things that can affect your digestion. So
Yes.
what are like some symptoms of like poor digestion?
So definitely fatigue after eating. So are you feeling tired? Are you feeling sluggish? Do you need to take a very long nap after you've eaten a meal? Are you bloated? Do you have gas?
Is your gas smelly?
Is your gas smelly?
That's really important. If
Which way is your gas coming out?
Yeah, are you burping? Maybe you just spend some time chewing a little bit more, not talking while you eat. That's really important. If you're farting and it just clears the room, then you're not able to digest protein properly.
Yeah.
So that's something you need to look into as well, right?
Things like heartburn, indigestion, even things like diarrhea or constipation. See, we have to talk about food a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
talk
Like
about
it says that either you're not eating enough of something or you're eating too much of something.
Yeah.
Right? And that's definitely what your poop is a reflection of, right? So those are just like some of the basic, really simple poor digestion reflections.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that can also affect digestion as well,
Yes.
right? One of them being having a poor diet,
Yes, exactly.
right? Eating too many refined sugars, refined carbs, refined foods, processed foods. It's harder for your body to break down.
Yeah.
And if your digestion system is not working optimally already, you're adding more stress on top of
Yeah,
that.
that standard American diet is just filled with so much sugar, so much processed foods, alcohol as well. Lots of alcohol can affect our digestion.
Oh, wait, sorry. Pause. To go back on that, if you're eating, like, the standard American diet and you find that you're still always hungry, it's because your body is really smart. It's made to survive, right? So it knows, okay, I just had this really fast foodie meal and there was no B12 in here, there was no magnesium in here, there was no
No
vitamin
essential
E,
nutrients,
there's no vitamin E in here. So guess what? Even though you just had 2,000 calories, I'm hungry again,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So your digestion, your body's so smart. It's not filling yourself in terms of that fulfillment.
Fulfillment, yes,
It's not. That's
exactly.
not what ends your hunger. It's filling your body with your minerals,
Minerals.
your minerals and your vitamins,
Yes.
right? Your essential nutrients. That is what your body is looking for. And if you're still hungry after eating, then maybe you need to reflect back and look and get some more nutritious foods.
Yeah, definitely.
Sorry, tangent there.
Tangent. That's okay. So what are things that can affect our digestion? So
Smoking.
smoking. So cigarettes for sure. Alcohol intake. So a lot of alcohol.
Recreational drugs.
Recreational drugs. Poor quality sleep. Stress.
Stress
Definitely.
is a huge
Stress
one.
is a huge
Huge
one.
one. You haven't
Huge
noticed that like
one.
you're probably not hungry at
Definitely.
all when you're stressed,
sad
or you just want to eat so much.
Right.
Yeah, so stress plays a huge factor into our appetite, right? Which is crazy.
Stress shuts down our digestion.
Yeah,
So
it's just like so hard to eat. So if you're ever having that time, obviously assess your stress, the factors that are causing stress.
that's your stress.
Assess your stress. But I think it's also important to maybe if you find you're stressed out, go for something like really good vegan protein powder, right? Something that's like just really easy to digest, like something liquidy. So that will kind of sustain you until your appetite comes back. So that'd be good.
Yeah, and then I guess what are ways that we can improve our digestion?
Chewing.
Chewing. Yes. So going back to that mechanical breakdown of food, chewing your food.
Even going back further, when I talked about how chewing begins in your mind, one of the things that I've been doing for myself and for my clients is whenever I decide to have a meal that maybe isn't like the healthiest or something that I should be doing, I give myself permission.
Right.
I give myself permission to eat it, and I'm like,
Right.
you know what? This is one meal. You're gonna enjoy it. Yes, you eat to nourish, but right now this meal is for enjoyment. So enjoy it. And I find that
Yeah,
my
that's true.
digestive system works so much better when I do that. See,
Yeah.
everything starts with love
Yes.
and
it
water.
does. And water.
Love and water. Water your love.
Speaking of water, one way to improve your digestion is to not have water with your meals, but actually between them. Because drinking water with your meals can actually inhibit your HCl or your hydrochloric acid, which helps to break down your food in your stomach. So as nutritionists, we actually recommend that you drink water between meals instead of with your meals.
So if you need to, do it maybe like 15, 20 minutes before you have a meal, right? Take your digestive enzyme, which I recommend that everybody takes.
Yeah, digestive enzymes. Super.
Something that's really standard. We'll get into that later of why that's important, but digestive enzyme, and then as you eat. Just try to refrain from it. If you need to, have like small sips, right? But really try your best to not have lots of water in between. It dilutes the juices.
What's some other ways?
The juices. Scheduling time to eat and being aware of your environment while you're eating is really important.
Right.
So if you're always on the run, literally schedule time as if you would schedule a workout or your meditation in the morning, right? Make that 15 minutes that you have to eat just eating.
Yeah.
And you'll really be able to feel your body really concentrate on really taking much from the food, really having it just being peaceful too.
Mindful. Mindful eating, right? We talk a lot about mindfulness, and I'm sure you've heard that word plenty of times in the last few months. It's become a very big buzzword, but it really is important to eat mindfully and enjoy what you're eating and appreciate what's in front of you as well, right?
Yeah, and then you can combine that with meditation and just like being, like I always just go over gratitude, just like, oh, I'm thankful for the chef that made this meal, even if it's me, even if it's my mom, or someone else, right? Thankful for the food, thankful for the farmers that brought this food to my plate, and then you're there just like eating, and it's a happy experience, right? And that would definitely help with digestion as well.
And who are you eating with?
Yeah. Who are you eating with? What are you eating? When do you eat?
When are you eating? Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, are you eating in front of a TV? Are you eating like on the bus? Are you eating while you're driving?
Yeah.
I'm definitely guilty of that sometimes. So it's just like little things that you can do to make that time for yourself, so your body can really reap the benefits of it.
Yeah, and then just going back to cutting down on those processed foods or those convenience foods and really incorporating more whole foods into your diet, less sugars. What else? There are some good basic ones.
Very good, some good basic ones.
Good basic.
We just wanted to give you guys a brief intro to the digestive system, and then we're going to be touching more on you know, what disrupts your digestion, any digestion disorders. We're going to be going further into our next video. Yeah, and a little bit more on poop on that one. I know you guys are excited about that. Yeah, that'll be good. So make sure that you guys are, you know, drinking enough water, making time to eat, and, you know, just enjoying food. Enjoying food, giving yourself permission to enjoy and eat and experience life, right? Because yes, food is there to nourish you, but there's so many things happening as well. So we need to make time for both.
Yes. So you guys, if you like this video, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share with your best friends. Thank you so much for joining us for this video. And of course, we are holistic nutritionists, so if you have been noticing some issues with your digestion, or maybe from this video you feel like, oh hey, that's been happening to me, contact us. That's why we're here. We definitely want to help you guys out with your digestion. So we've got our emails will be in the little box below. You can DM us on Instagram at BFS with Nutrition. So again, you guys, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We'll have more on digestion for next week.
Yeah, and we're done. And we're done. It's been so hot. It's been so hot.
So hot.
I don't even know what to do because I have white on.
I'm so hot right now.
Okay. Good job. Okay, we gotta go.